if it might be better for Ignar, but the Karma is not going to be giving the best access to the Silas.
Interesting draft priority here from Dignitas coming in. It will be Denethor debuting in the LCS, playing Jace top lane into Impact on a tank. Going up against one of the NA GOATs on one of the NA GOATs. 22-year-old top lane rookie joining us in the LCS, known for his carry top lane picks, and also a couple accolades under his belt in CLOL and playing in Tier 2 NACL. As bot lane 2v2 trades come in, FBI and Ignar back off the worst of it.
Yeah, really interesting counterpunch there from Rahel. The lethal tempo Ezreal, scary early on. That was barrier spent by FBI, but here they're going. Hanbok's here though!
Well, the root onto Ignar, but now damage back onto Hui. It's first blood to FBI. Traded right back, and it's a double now to Hanbok. XU cannot get onto the Ezreal, so that will be 3. Sentinels winning the bot lane skirmish.
Perfect timing.
Straight out from base. Denethor probably fine here as Impact's nowhere close. So skirmish for the Scuttle Crab on the top river right now. Darkwings roaming from mid lane. XU's in trouble here in a 1v2. He's taken out. Darkwings with the kill. Now 4-1. If I read that right, he was 6-2 in his loss to Impact in his debut. Oof. That's tough as the flash engage from the bot lane. Ignar locked down by Hui, and with Hanbok there for the damage, Rahel can smack him down with Hui getting the kill credit.
Unfortunate that Hui was the one to take that, but you know, unfortunate for everyone but Hui. Supports do actually love gold.
Hey, supports matter, Jad, okay?
Yeah.
You know what? You say now it's a bad call, but once he has that locket, saves Rahel's life, looks a lot better. Impact in a 1v1 versus Denethor top lane. All out used. Denethor is able to walk it out, though. Flash forward from Impact, looking for the damage, and he gets it! Impact says, welcome to the LCS! Scuttle Crab was taken, but Sentinels, they have a couple of people here. They might go for the fight after the Dragon. Smite is secured.
They could slow play this.
They go for the dredge line, lands onto XU level 6. J4's locked down. Cataclysm stolen by Darkwings. The Shockwave is there, but that is XU down as Sentinels look for more. It's traded, losing their mid laner for the jungler, Darkwings. Yeah, it was a great Shockwave from Palafox to kind of set up that initial burst damage. Now it's the grub started up by Dignitas. Palafox over the wall. XU will get 2. And Flagon drags out straight into Darkwings, who he can't follow up, but in comes Hanbok. XU just has nowhere to escape to, and will go down for a 4th time this game. Got 2 of the grubs. Sentinels will pick up the 3rd, but Sentinels still up in gold, still up in kills, 8-2.
Yeah, nice collapse there by Sentinels. I'm pretty sure that Dignitas is just not allowed to do that. You can't just go straight from Drake into a fight. Yeah, his Skarner's insane.
In Fearless, he got 10 games of Skarner.
Yeah, and they were like 7-1 on Caitlyn as well, so the Caitlyn pick away is pretty good.
Darkwings goes for the 1v1 against Palafox, but XU was waiting. Darkwings steals away the Shockwave, but will die to XU. Ooh. As Dignitas get another kill on the board. Bot lane could be in trouble for them. FBI and Ignar low on health. Looks like Hanbok and Huki attempted a dive, but did not pull it off.
With Darkwings down, though, there's got to be a bit of a timer. XU's going to be able to come over, and Palafox has been in fog.
He's on vision. Hanbok and Huki see him, so they know that the J4 is there. As now they'll turn back onto him, but it looks like he'll be fine. Hui flashes the wall, misses the dredge line. XU throws up the angry monkey and walks away as he actually walks back towards them, thinking that they can pincer onto Hanbok, but Han's pursuit over the wall. Hanbok's fine.
Really interesting sequence right there as Darkwings teleports back. Palafox was shadowing, hasn't
TP on Palafox. He would have had to walk down much earlier. Impact actually diverted his course. He started off walking to Dragon and said, you know what, we can just walk top. I don't think that they're going to contest, and they did not. So Sentinels now get a Dragon, and they're able to get another wave for Impact top lane. It's tied Dragons 1-1 right now, but a 1.8k gold lead for Sentinels overall as Denethor getting engaged by Huki. Darkwings did not have quite enough damage as the Silas, so Denethor will live in the bottom lane.
Flashed away.
Yep.
Well done.
So Dignitas teleport in Palafox essentially for a 5-man play at the Herald.
Yeah, they should be able to get this unless Darkwings wants to make a fight here. He can teleport in if he'd like to. So it's really on Sentinels if they're choosing to do something because they traded up hugely already. They got 2 turrets for this.
I think it's fine for them to not go for it. Darkwings gets the bottom turret. Hanbok was hovering maybe to look for a Smite steal, does not get it. So Dignitas secure the Herald, but will give up a turret for it.
Yeah, I mean, look at those lanes already in mid and bot. That's too much that Dignitas sacrificed for that. I really don't like the play to 5-man the Herald. And now
double turns.
Everyone resets and Palafox sticks around.
Sentinels are now making the play on to Palafox in the top lane. He's got the backup of Ignar here to keep him safe. The shields from Orianna and Karma. Now the re-engage on to Hui. Palafox with a kill. XU Cataclysm on the Hanbok, who's trying to escape. They went between the turrets. Might have been unwise. All out from Impact to carry XU to the waiting arms of his mid laner. XU will live. That is one picked up for them now, and some gold in Denethor's pocket. But the second dragon for Sentinels, as they will now lead 2-1 in the dragon count here.
I do really enjoy casting with you because we do unable to get the executes, and it's part of it is that tankier Orianna build. He's already
More
gone.
action potentially on the bottom side here is who he has the depth charge. Going to flash forward to land it onto Denethor. Darkwing's trying to reposition, cannot get the chains. Denethor is fine. Darkwing's in trouble as XU's trying to chase away Rahel and Hambach on the side. So that's Palafox on the killing spree. Hambach will eventually take down XU as FBI is in some trouble. Found Impact in the Dragon Pit. Double kill over to Palafox. Impact's all alone. Dignitas are finding a play in their favor as Impact will get shut down by the AD carry. Nervous. They
could give it up. Very hard for them to walk.
Only the third dragon for Sentinels.
Very hard.
Kind of locked down here. Spent a lot of time around that bottom line brush, and the team already walked away, but now we got back to safety. Impact and Huhi were not fully committed to keeping XU in place, and instead it will just be the dragon taken by Hambach. Dignitas did not find an angle in, and they didn't even get the mid wave into this mid turret. As now Huhi engages in onto FBI. Impact's trying to get on top of him as well, but Huhi actually goes out first. FBI is fine. Hambach will eventually dive through and take down the AD carry as Denethor will fall as well. Hambach and Darkwing stepping up when Sentinels needed to get.
Could be important later.
Those ults will be back before the Dragon Soul fight. That flash will not be back by the Dragon Soul fight. So you could argue Dignitas are in a better position, but Sentinels have a window now.
But will they be back before this Baron is dead?
They can go straight for the Baron because that's 3 ults down. They will not be back for the Baron fight. So this is a huge opportunity for Sentinels. Dignitas, if they want to contest, they will have Karma and Jace. Those aren't even ultimates.
They're peeling for a fight.
Now the Baron's down to 3K. They're just trying to deny the entrance, but it's stolen! XU's able to get into the pit and take it for Dignitas. Impact was over the wall, and he almost goes down. Still alive for now. Sentinels now looking for the team fight win since they didn't get the objective. Double kill to Darkwings. Hambach continues to chase.
Is in there.
Hambach is godlike as he will take down Ignar. It's just Palafox alive under the tier 2 top turret. Will flash with the shockwave. What a shutdown play for the mid laner of Dignitas.
Palafaker, the only one keeping Dignitas in this game. Nice steal by XU, but then everyone else loses the Baron buff outside of Palafox, and crucially, unless...
So he flag and drags over.
He just flash smites.
Flash, yeah.
Yeah, flash smite.
69.
Baron isn't what he used to be.
Nope.
Doesn't give you that much gold. You can see Baron power play is currently sitting. The Sentinels have, and the fact that Dignitas is going to have to expose themselves to go for Elder, that does still favor Sentinels based on the current game state.
Ooh, Shockwave in the mid lane.
Unless
damage onto the Nautilus. They're trying to full send, but he's able to dredge line back to that mid turret and gets out of there. That's one ultimate down. As now Hambach looks for the re-engage onto FBI. Big chunk of damage. As the flash forward, Huhi will continue the engage. Huhi goes down, but he bought the space for the team. FBI stays alive for quite a while, but Rahel with the double kill is unleashed. XU goes back in. Denethor trying to get the damage in. They got the AD carry. As it's just the mid laner and top laner left for Sentinels versus Dignitas with Denethor and XU. Also, LDR now completed on FBI. There we go. He's got that
ready to go.
Armor penetration now for Impact as Hambach, yet again, the one focused on. Anytime he's far forward, Dignitas trying to engage, but it's so hard to actually lock down an Afiri. Nigh impossible. Impact found a really big flank here. If he's able to get onto FBI, the AD here could be in trouble. He flashes away, and now he's doing damage! Shut down onto Impact!
That's huge!
4-item Caitlyn is doing it as XU finds the engage onto Rahel. The shockwave is enough. Rahel just barely living, is able to kite it back. Rahel is still alive! FBI takes down Darkwings regardless. Sentinels get the ready to carry out, but they will lose their mid laner. Hambach will take down.
Will be able to TP back in 20 seconds for
Baron's
the Elder,
down to 4K.
So Baron's probably gone.
Yeah, Baron's going to be gone. Hambach's not even going to go for the attempt.
But if they hold them off, that means they're going to be able to get Elder.
They're trying to get in there. The teleport's coming in for Impact now. Sentinels have Huhi.
He's in the wrong spot.
Trying to buy time. Huhi's going to go down. That is confirmed. Dignitas now have a 5v4 contest. Elder Dragon still at 7,300 as Impact's just trying to buy space. Hambach will now look for the engages. Palafox goes into the stasis. No one's actually looking at him. He got the shockwave off! Palafox, massive damage with the shutdown onto Hambach as the wheels fall off for Sentinels. Disaster for the boys in red. Dignitas get the ace.
In a 39-kill banger, it looks like Dignitas come from behind. They were down 4,000 gold in the early game, Kangas.
Incredible team fight there at the end. Palafox who looked like he was dead to rights. He was in stasis in the middle of everybody from Sentinels, but they just lost track of the Fed Orianna and completely ignored him out of the stasis. He gets the shockwave. Dignitas get the team fight. They don't need the Elder Dragon. They already had the Baron. They're just going to barrel it down the bot lane here. 4 members strong, who he's trying his best, but he will not be enough. Dignitas showing up with a win in Game 1 of Summer.
Is it, in fact, Palafox Summer? 8-1-9-11.
On a player like Denethor. So let's see if he's able to step up in the moment. Sentinels still have their counter pick in the top lane for Impact.
Okay.
What's the veteran going to play? Okay. And it's Malphite. Oh boy.
There, Sentinels is locked in onto Impact right now.
Regardless, as he's actually rotating down the river here. Flash out from Darkwings as the Grand Starfall's used, as XU looked like he was going for the stun, and Darkwing's still trying to walk away, but is not able to get out of there, and that's Denethor.
Which guarantees that XU is going to be able to flash stun once he ults in, and then they kind of brought the farm to get the kill onto Darkwings. Cost them a bit. They're going to do an objective trade right now, but I think that's still advantage Dignitas.
Yeah, XU's going to get the grubs. Denethor got the gold from the kill, so even though he left the lane, and Impact's able to catch up and is now even in the CS department, first kill gold is pretty nice for Denethor.
Absolutely. Going to try and be as powerful as possible on the Gnar, already make something happen.
And XU's going to go for another
battle in the Raptor Pit once again.
On a Hambach. Yeah, I mean, Darkwing's went all the way down as Hambach's going for the ultimate onto XU, trying to take the trade here. XU's trying to just get his mid laner to join in, throws up the Aegis Assault, and is not able to prevent the damage at the tail end. Impact, meanwhile, engage onto Palafox, and that is 2 kills for Sentinels.
Whew, that is a solo kill.
Wants to do damage. If XU wants to do damage, you want that cleaver to shred through. As now, play in the mid lane here. Supreme Display of Talon! On to Palafox. Hambach got a killing spree as the coach laughs along. Hambach's giving us some highlight reels right now on the Kiana, who he roams top lane as Denethor will look for the solo play onto Impact. Gnar ultimate to the wall, but with who he's slowing him down. Ooh. Tries to flash, but Impact still lands the ultimate. Denethor in a lot of trouble, but he's got the wave. He's trying his best to get out of Impact, and it's just not meant to be. Impact with the kill.
Did Impact
get the Dragon as well, but now a deep TP play from Dignitas into the bottom red side tri-brush. The turret's low. Hambach can go for the dive here. They actually have the damage on a rampage. Goes Hambach as Denethor dies before the TP can even get in range. Palafox is there, but Darkwings is out of there. Meanwhile, mid lane, FBI's looking for some damage here onto Rahel. Colleen did a lot of work, but not enough to get the kill. Flash out from Darkwings, flash fall from Palafox. Darkwings is not out of enemy territory yet. Caught out in the bottom jungle as he will go down. Be fine. The Herald started up here by Dignitas. Sentinels are in the neighborhood. FBI gets chunked to about half health and is fine for right now. Dignitas will get the Herald, and they might get out of here as Impact coming in from the top lane and taking some damage from XU and Denethor. You have Pantheon ult for XU. Maybe if Darkwings is ever kind of too far forward, you can make the play onto him. But as of right now, it's Sentinels trying to make the play. Palafox flashed on by Hambach and just taken out immediately. Darkwings with the kill credit from the laser, but Hambach doing the majority of that work. Sentinels are the ones to make the pick.
Doesn't even use Kiana ult. Doesn't need it.
Nope.
Yep. I can see Palafox kind of adjusting his hair there. That's about all you can do to outplay that one, aside from waiting in your Nexus, in which case the game ends anyway.
And it's feeling like that's the direction that we're going here. This is only 20 minutes into the game and a 5,000 gold lead, close to at least for Sentinels, as now the Grand Starfall used by XU is going to go through the magical journey because who he just got Rahel straight out of the danger zone that is the Pantheon. In comes Denethor, though. They're trying to continue the chase down, but who he gets out with the flash. Dignitas just can't make the pick happen. Yeah. Dragon, meanwhile, went over to Sentinel, so they got the objective and they get out. That was Dignitas' first look at really using that Pantheon ultimate outside of the first, 5 minutes. I don't know, what's Kiana's whole thing? She's got like the little circle blade as now the engage comes in from Impact, trying to dive between the turrets here. The first turret will fall in the mid lane as XU's caught out in his own jungle. Sentinels, the entire rift belongs to them. They'll take the turret and the kill. And Dignitas are still reeling, man. They just cannot deal with what Hambach is giving them right now. As now some damage comes in. They take the magical journey. Sentinels are trying to get onto Dignitas in the mid lane. Rooted up onto the carry. FBI's out of there. Impact on the killing spree. As
Hambach 8 out of 9 on the kill participation. Who he has also been everywhere with the Bard. Dignitas really trying to defend this one. They have pretty good Mega Nard timing. It's probably worth an attempt.
Yeah, Denethor is close to hitting that Rage Bar. Not going to go for the steal, but they're going to go for the big engage. Denethor is into the pit, trying to take down Humbok. He's able to get him. Baron is secured by Sentinels, but the jungler's down, the top laner's down. Dignitas get 2.
That Infernal Soul. A little bit of a hiccup, but they did technically get the Baron. So Darkwing's able to use these empowered minions to collect turret gold, make it a little bit.
Denethor is back to safety, so TP down for Darkwings.
Pretty risky if they chase
Grand
Pantheon, though.
Now, XU's just going to fly over the top and get straight in onto Darkwings. Throws down the gravity field and is able to turn it back around. Temper Fate lands onto XU as the rest of Dignitas were trying to get away. XU now in trouble as Hambach over the wall just deletes Palafox yet again. And Hambach can do no wrong. The double kill for the jungler. Talent supremely displayed there as Sentinels will win another team fight.
I mean, they win the team fight. They might win the game. That was 4 kills. We're only 24 minutes in, so the respawn timers are low enough, but that just brings them right back into completely dominating this one. Just a perfect engage by Hambach. Damage. That's a really low amount of damage in a 25-minute game.
Temper Fate from Hu. He flashed onto Palafox. Flash response. Palafox is able to dodge around it. FBI is trying to get away from Hambach, but he can't hit the blast cone. He goes down. Hambach with another double kill. Diving under the mid turret, making a triple. Can they give him the penta? There's an angle for it. If Sentinels want to gift their jungler quite a start to Summer Split, it looks like they're just going to go for the game instead. The turret will fall. The inhib will fall after. Waiting for the next wave to come in. It'll be a 2-man defense from Dignitas under the Nexus turrets. Denethor and Ignar trying their best, but Sentinels are just too strong. 10, 1, and 3 for Hambach on the Kiana. What a performance from Sentinels. What a performance from their jungler. Game 2, go Sentinels.
Let Hambach cook, man. That Kiana was impressive. His Nefiri was also exceptional in the early game. Gonna say, you know what? I've already played the tanks. Maybe we should experiment now that we've won a few games.
I'm trying to think what the Iron Man equivalent is to that now. I'm just trying to connect it all back.
Everything has to connect to a Marvel movie.
Although I guess Sentinels would be a very different one because we said it from the Dignitas side. From Sentinel's side, it's a different style. Yeah. And that's not, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying it's different. And also, game 1, not bad from Sentinels. They just weren't able to close it out as Ignar takes a big chunk of damage here from Hu. He's engaged, flash forward, gets the Q stun. Rahel with first blood. 2 minutes into the game. FBI now trying to run away. Flash is a little late as the Zenith Blade will go wide from Hu. Rahel still wants it, finds it. Double kill to Sentinels bot lane.
Mid lane. Palafox also gets a kill onto...
And I gotta say, even if that hookshot did land, I don't know if that's enough. As mid lane now, Palafox in trouble, did not have summoner spells from his earlier play. With the roam from Hu, you're looking at mid lane. Palafox level 6, Darkwing's not there yet. Not a big combat summoner spell, or rather ability from either of them, but the flash from Hambach lands Vault Breaker, and in comes Hu yet again. Palafox cannot get out, will go down. Meanwhile, top lane, Denethor and XU might look for a dive onto Impact. Level 6, he's now engaged. XU starts to tank up the turret. Public XU from Denethor, but it's not enough. They don't have the damage, and XU goes down to the turret. A disaster for Dignitas as Impact holds the line. How many times have rookie top laners had to learn this lesson? When you try and dive Impact, you better make sure you prep it well. This guy's known for surviving these.
Yep, key barrier comes in at just the right time for Impact. He does not die, still just sitting on that Doran shield, so he's got a lot of inherent regen on the Shen with the extra shield, with second wind.
Tried to make the play happen top. They even looked for the play mid, but then not able to pull it off in time. So he's able to make another run mid. Now getting some damage on the bot side here as Ignar lands the hook shot, flash shot from Hui. Rahel's getting some damage on FBI, but in comes XU from behind, the flank from Hambach. Vi got behind XU, level 6 Vi. Rahel on a killing spree, and Sentinels are just breaking the ankles of Dignitas.
Sentinels is starting to run away with this one. Impact makes his arrival, and they're looking for more.
Hambach is, in fact, Hambach here as the team's coming in from behind him. He's pushing back Ignar and FBI. They can't even get up to take this wave under the bottom turret. Hambach will get the Gromp. And this is a massive gold swing for Sentinels. They're denying camps. They're denying CS. They're getting turret plates and kills. But Ignar once more, he's going in onto Rahel on his own. Sweeping strike not quite enough to get the kill onto Rahel. Now, he got the solo kill with the help of turret, of course, but he's still struggling in the CS department. Denethor's gotten multiple waves in, is about 20 CS up now as Dignitas, with priority in the top lane, will rotate their bot lane up as well and take these grubs.
Yeah.
So the Dragon goes to Sentinels early, but the grubs go to Dignitas.
I mean, I do feel like most of the CS...
That's 3 games, but still.
Oh, they're ready for the
Is this enough of a
counterplay.
dive? FBI has the damage here as well. They're still going to need somebody to tank it up. It's the flash engage on FBI, and he's just dead! Impact yet again, outplaying the dive. He's got the entire team behind him as Darkwings, Huhi, and Hambach all cumulatively, in the aggregate, this is like a 90% swing rate for Sentinels.
Yeah, I mean, Huhi said it by, like, we're eating so good. It's
Three
really
more
hard.
minions till his Cold Pops. He's already gotten the first item completed here. Like, Sentinels are poised to just take over the entire Rift again. Oh, Denethor is actually winning the trade still against the Shen. Honestly, if you just leave him 1v1, I think it's a better opportunity for Denethor. Here by Hambach. Dignitas are in the neighborhood if they want to contest.
They are 50 minutes, and the objective bounties have already turned on, though. Tells you the current
Pillar onto
state of the
Huhi,
game.
bringing attention onto the Leona. Heal is used. They're trying to lock down the support. The Shen shield will come in. Stand United not in time as Ignar will be traded. It's a 1-for-1. Supports go down. XU pops the subjugate, trying to get some damage back onto Hambach, but the Vault Breaker flashed by FBI. Cannot flash away from the ultimate. He will get the kill, but it's traded 1-for-1 yet again. Denethor was trying to get in with the TP, but Impact was able to stop it. Looked like it was being channeled right there. Maybe not either way. It was a 1v1 in the bottom lane. Dignitas will trade 80 carry for jungler and support for support.
Yeah, Dignitas takes those. When you're down 6,000 gold in 50 minutes, you can get a 2-for-2.
Oh, Impact's still looking for more. He has Darkwings behind him, and Ignar thought maybe he was the one to make the play, but a double kill to Darkwings. The Herald over the Raptor wall. FBI's gonna have to walk all the way back. Huki's threatening and engage between turrets. Wait for the Herald to hit that turret. Ooh, the Trundle Pillar actually goes up in time, but in comes Rahel with the damage. You're just gonna dive it. Who cares about a turret when he can just kill the enemy team? Double kill picked up for Hambach, but that's traded back one. Hambach could be in some trouble as well. Low health bars on the rest of Sentinels. FBI, can he land the last bomb? Does not hit it onto Huhi, and Rahel is unleashed. Rahel goes onto the turret on his own. FBI out of mana, out of time, out of space on Summoner's Rift. And that is another kill picked up by Sentinels. That is a 3-for-2 trade overall. Rahel's trying to get out of there. Running away from Palafox. Taking the ultimate not very far though. Double kill from Rahel at the very end, but can he get out of here now? Palafox trying to chase him down, but doesn't have the Summoner spells. You have to imagine Rahel's out of there. Takes a Blastco to safety. 80 carry out. Ignar still continues the chase. Hextech ultimatum. He says, all right, you got some gold. Go spend it. Give me a shutdown while you do so. Ignar.
Flash and barrier to finish it off.
Man, that Zeri just completely shredded the Mbessa. That was infinite.
Because you can't break all gas.
Well, you will run out of gas in the tank.
The composition of Dignitas can absolutely fight back into Sentinels, just kind of trying to mob onto people.
Yeah,
and
maybe they find the engage right here. Yeah, Rahel, the 80 carry. Everybody's trying to dive in on them, and they got it. Palafox with a kill. Beautiful flip back from Darkwings, though. Could turn the play back for Sentinels, but Huhi's in some trouble. Teleport comes in. Impact's logging down next to, but a flash back away means that he's fine for now, but only for a moment. Darkwings picks up that kill now on a rampage. It's a 2-for-2 trade. The bot lane dies. Flash engage from Impact back onto Palafox, but he might wish he had not done that, as he just doesn't have the damage from the team behind him. FBI gets that.
It's still pretty dire, unless Ignar can make something happen.
Hey, he loves these builds, man, and he's getting close to full build here as the engage from Denethor lands a public execution! 4 seconds till it's up. Impact does have Stand United, so Dignitas will have to take this fast. Weaver's Wall is going to block off the approach from Ignar as now Sentinels actually look at the support. Darkwings has not thrown out the seismic shove, and they still get him anyway. Ignar goes down through the Hextech ultimatum. The dragon is secured for Dignitas. They deny the soul, but they trade their support for it. Now Sentinels, they want more. Impact just spawned. Yeah. He has Stand United. This is big for Sentinels if they find it. The seismic shove goes wide. The Zenith Blade goes wide, but Rahel, the flanking Zeri. Can they take him down? The Shen ulted onto him. Dignitas just can't get in range. Darkwings is unstoppable. Rahel takes down XU, and Sentinels with a man advantage will take this team fight. Rahel lives under the turret, and Sentinels find an A.
Up and end up kind of getting full wiped.
It's so tough, because if you run up there, you're also running into the Shen, who's just going to taunt the entire team at that point. So Tough for Dig in that spot. Great for Sentinel.
Mid-games, also to our previous movie question, someone in production said Shrek 3, which I think is a really good call.
Shrek 3.
Highly specific. Like the third movie, you're not really sure.
The tier 2 turret of the top lane. As, again, with the Baron buff, I imagine that the structures will all be falling on the side of Dignitas.
I mean, it's still pretty hard to end against Ziggs and Trundle if they dive in. Oh, quick little pick on
nice
Darkwings.
Pick. Yeah, Darkwings threw out the Weaver's Wall to try and go through mid lane. Ignar stops it with Hextech Ultimatum, but Impact and Stand United is too much. Keeps his mid laner alive, takes down the enemy support. Denethor caught on the rotation. That's Rahel on a rampage, but a shutdown for Palafox keeps Dig potentially alive. They take down the enemy mid laner in a 1-for-2 trade. Sentinels still trading up here. Now they're going to full commit on to FBI under the turret. He's trying to get back to the safety of his team, but he just can't do it. They're focused on Huhi. The AD carry traded for the support as Hambach still has the GA available, but the turret's going to go down. GA is popped. It's XU and Palafox versus 3. And they're holding the line for now. Sentinels, see if it even matters. Again, they have so much gold in their pockets. Like one flash on the least valuable member, you have to imagine, as Rahel just pops the ultimate, jumps straight in onto XU. Not enough damage to follow up, and if they can just prevent the fight from continuing, Dignitas are trying to cut away, but Hambach says, no, you're not going anywhere. Rahel's trying to get the damage in. He's safe for now. The seismic shove will set up Rahel to get the first kill, and the dominoes continue to fall. A double to Rahel. Hambach on a rampage, and Sentinels putting the final touches on this Game 3 with a decisive teamfight win.
Chase down that final kill, get the ace. Everybody run down mid lane. 14 kills here for Rahel, but I really feel like Impact put his mark on this game.
31-13 at 29 minutes into the game. What a crazy way to close out the series. Sentinels off the back of a jungler, just refusing to step down, and Rahel with a carry performance will take Game 3 and end with a win in debut of Summer Split.
Scary start to the series for Sentinels, losing the first one to Dignitas.